But that's not all you do on this campus, is that right?
No.
You also run a show here on Wire TV.
Yes, I do. I run a sports show. It's a Sideliners. It's like a debate-style show.
Okay.
We film on Thursdays at 7, so if anyone's interested, come by and check that out.
That sounds pretty good. And do you also announce sporting games at the field?
Yes, I do. So last semester, I started with the men's basketball team.
Okay.
Doing play-by-play broadcast announcing for that. This semester, I'm trying to broaden my horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing soccer, so I'm doing the PA announcing. So I'm joined here by Coach Medici of the SUNY Oneonta Red Dragons team, and just want to ask you a few questions about the season.
Sure.
So, how would you say the team is doing so far this year? The team has been struggling so far to start the season. What would you say the vibe is around the team?
Tyriq Butler has your sports preview.
Upon the conclusion of the men's basketball season, it is apparent that Mikey McElroy was vital to the Red Dragons' success. In a tenacious defensive battle, the Bulls defeated Miami by a final score of 95-88. Ahead, we have Suco Sports and some fundraisers they're electing to do, and we also have the end of the March Madness tournament. That's all there is for now. Coming up next is your campus and local news. Stay with us. LeBron James showed the league just how dominant he is when he scored a career-high 61 points on Monday night at home against the Charlotte Bobcats. In a recent doubleheader, the women's softball team swept Oswego in the first home games of the season. The Red Dragons remain undefeated so far in the season's conference play, and they have an impressive record of 14-4. The Los Angeles Lakers have been absolutely terrible this season. They currently have one of the worst records in the NBA. Everyone raves about how great Mike D'Antoni's offenses are, but if you look at the Lakers' stats this year, they're a mediocre 15th in scoring and 18th in field goal percentage. They also seem to lack fundamentals, ranking 26th in the league in turnovers at 15 per game and 24th in rebounding. Pitcher Sabrina DeAngelis has been vital to the team's success as well, putting up staggering numbers including an ERA of 1.74 and an opposing batting average of 226. The girls have 10 games remaining to play in the regular season and will likely be competing in the SUNYAC tournament starting on May 1st. The SUNY Oneonta men's track team competed in the Eastern College Athletic Conference this past Saturday.
So, March Madness is finally over.
Yes, and to the delight of UConn fans, their team has won.
Yep, so what's this I hear about fundraisers with the sports here at Suco?
Yeah, this weekend we have some pretty good things planned for us.
Sounds good. Knicks
fans are disgusted with the incompetence of their favorite organization. Within all the madness, the Knicks still managed to make headlines despite having a woeful season. Division III at Oneonta is officially underway. The Jets have released Pro Bowl cornerback Antonio Cromartie. That's it for sports. Back to you, Danielle. So right now we have Coach Medici joining us, Alex and Ty here on our radio show. How you doing, Coach?
Good. Good, boys. Good to see you.
So talk about the season so far. What do you make of it?
I think we're just underachieving. I think our goals, we're still, our goals are to win this conference. It's still in our control. We still have control of our own destiny, which is a good thing at this point in the season. But I think we've underachieved. I think there's probably a handful of games that probably should have been wins.
So, Coach, I've watched you guys. I've covered you guys for the last 2 years now, and I see the emergence of two of your big men, and they're starting to play really well under you. Are you taking any credit for this? And I'm alluding to Kareem Williams and Lawrence Coleman. So are you taking credit? Is this something that they're doing differently? What do you make of it?
Well, the only credit I can take is giving them direction. And
if you're just tuning in, we're interviewing Coach Medici from the Red Dragons men's basketball team. So, Coach, my last question to you is, what are the biggest challenges you've had to face this season?
This season, just trying to find a rotation that really works on a regular basis.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. That was Coach Medici from the men's basketball team. Good luck the rest of the way, Coach.
Thanks, Tyriq.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of the Sideliners of the semester. We are excited to be back at the debate desk, and we welcome back all of our viewers. We have an excellent show ahead featuring a multitude of topics such as NFL early picks and Derek Jeter's final farewell. But first, we'll get you started with some LeBron James action as he decided to return back to the city of Cleveland, Ohio this past summer. So as I said in the past, this is a story that could not have been written any better by an author. LeBron James goes back to Cleveland. How do you feel about this? They lose LeBron James, but they gained Granger. They gained Luol Deng. Chris Bosh signed a max contract. I don't know why they offered him that.
They're desperate. They don't want everybody to leave on them.
They don't look like they're going to fall off too much. In 2015, load up. They'll have cap space. And I think that season is where Carmelo Anthony will have to take a pay cut. Not next season, because it won't really affect them next season. So I think from a Knicks perspective, they will want him to opt into his deal now, so that in 2015 they could surround him with stars and things of that nature. Everyone's talking about the final drive of that Super Bowl, but let's talk about the drive before that, because Tom Brady was just sensational, and I know you're a Pats fan, so you're smiling.
I still can't believe it.
So let's just talk about Tom Brady on that final drive. He goes 8 of 8 for 65 yards, and check this out. Never had a third down on that final drive against a team that everyone was calling one of the greatest defenses of all time. I was inclined to believe that by default he would stay with the Knicks, because Carmelo Anthony is not leaving to another team that's just as bad or a little bit better. Like, he's not going to go from a team that can get eliminated in the first round to a team that will get eliminated in the second round. So by default, the options were the Bulls, the Lakers, and both of those franchises. You know, the Bulls with Derrick Rose's injuries, and then the Lakers with their management right now with Jim Buss. You don't even want me to get started with that. But I just feel like his decision right now, by default, will be to stay with the Knicks. People are going to talk about the 2 interceptions. The Seattle Seahawks defense is great. They're a great defense. And what you learn from the great quarterbacks playing them is sometimes you're going to have these turnovers. You're going to try to force it into coverage. Aaron Rodgers saw that when they were coming down the field on their first possession. He threw an interception to Sherman. Brady threw the interception on his first drive. It's going to happen, but it's how you respond from it. Exactly. And you can't allow this defense to intimidate you. And the Eastern Conference, I'm looking at Chicago, because I think if Derrick Rose stays healthy,
big if.
If he stays healthy, also that bench, I want to see what that bench is going to do. Yeah. They can win the Eastern Conference, and they can go to the finals. The receivers for New England did not look like those Denver receivers in terms of intimidation. I know Brady calls Edelman Mini-Tron or something like that. He played like a Mini-Tron. He was going over the middle. He was getting popped. He was getting hit. But he still played well. We'll start off our doubleheader with men's basketball tonight. Oneonta comes in at 7 and 8. Cortland comes in at 12 and 3. I'm joined here by my partner, Alex Park. So Alex, in terms of atmosphere, what are you looking for tonight? So we're getting ready for our opening tip-off here, live from the Duo Arena. And at this time, we're going to throw it to our sideline reporter, Bryn Sussman.
See a lot of white too, Ty.
Look at the excitement oozing out of that huddle.
Oh, man.
From Oneonta. We'll see if it turns into some good basketball play on the court. Kareem Williams goes up. His first shot is good. A 2-point score for Kareem Williams, one of the most exciting players on the court. He brings a lot of hustle, a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, and he gets Oneonta on the board first. Welcome back, everyone, to the Duo Arena for Battle of the Red Dragons. We have a doubleheader tonight, starting off with men's basketball, and so far it's been a good game. 38-37, Oneonta leads. Portland trailing by 18. It's going to be a breakaway dunk. Is it going to be what you expected? Yes, it is. McElroy sends the crowd into a frenzy with a breakaway dunk there, which is what you expected in the first half, what you wanted to see. He gave Alex Park, my partner, what he wanted to see, and hundreds of other people in this crowd what they wanted to see as well. Oneonta wins this game by a final score of 89-68. So we'll see if that momentum pours into tomorrow when they face Oswego. Tonight we have the second half of our doubleheader, which features women's basketball. Cortland and Oneonta once again. We'll see what these teams do later on tonight. Thanks for joining in. Stay with us, though. We got some more great action in tune for you guys. Welcome back to the Duo Arena, where you just saw Oneonta men's basketball team defeat the Cortland men's basketball team. Right now we have our second half of the doubleheader featuring the women. Oneonta comes in at 10 and 5. Cortland comes in at 12 and 3. We just want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Wire TV Sports broadcast live from the Duo Arena in this doubleheader. In the first game, the men's basketball team won. The women fell short in their next game, but we'll see you back tomorrow for another doubleheader as SUNY Oneonta welcomes in Oswego. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.